So after installation, as I said in my last video, you always make sure the lock plate was being properly locked after tightening the screw. So as I said, keep a long screwdriver, keep it on back side of the plate, just hit it, and the plate will automatically bend towards the bolt head. Then you can use a long rod over the plate and give it a tap so that it hits and sits completely on the bolt. So this is how from backside you just need to push it so the plate comes towards the bolt head, and once you got it, just take a long rod which can reach the plate and hit with the help of hammer properly so that the plate fits over the head of the bolt. So just give a hammer tap, so it is done. So once we are done with this, next we need to fit the cylinder liner. So just normal check. So this is the gasket that we need to fix before fitting the cylinder liner, and on the other side we are applying a coat of lube oil for piston surface, and also we need to align the piston rings in proper angle. All the four piston rings should be in different angle. And next thing, the liner, just give a coat of lube oil on liner surface so that the liner will go smoothly when we are inserting the piston. So always use clean lube oil. Do not use used lube oil for lubrication purpose. Yes, we are done with it. So next thing is you have to fit the liner. So fitting the liner, it is little bit tricky and you should be very careful, because if you are not doing it properly, you may end up in damaging the piston rings. So in that part you have to be very careful. So always make sure two people are there while fitting the liner in place, because one should adjust the piston ring. So that adjust the piston ring in the sense you have to push the piston rings with the help of a spanner, means a screwdriver, so that this is what I am telling, just push the piston ring with the help of screwdriver so that the liner will go inside properly. So yes, be very careful. You should not push, should not give more pressure, so that you may avoid damaging the piston rings. So two rings passed, and now the third ring is going, and again you have to give a little bit push on the ring. Be very careful with the fingers and do not push the liner so hard, because sometimes if it missed, it may injure your finger. So be very careful. So I am pressing the liner piston ring. Yeah, this is how we have to do. You can see once the piston ring is pressed, the liner goes very smoothly. And again the last ring, again the same way, just push the piston ring with the help of screwdriver. Okay, you can see the last ring, I'm just pushing the piston ring so that the liner goes inside easily. Okay, that's all. So we are done with inserting the fitting cylinder liner in place. Just turn 2-3 turns, it will go inside by itself. Okay, again it is getting a little bit harder. That's all. Okay, we are done with installing the cylinder liner in place. So next is we have to tighten the bolts. So tighten diagonally, use proper torque wrench. If there is any torque value given in the manual follow the torque value. So after doing this, next you have to fit the cylinder head. So before fitting the cylinder head, you need to fix the gasket. Okay, so gasket is in place. This is where gasket to be. Either you can do in both way. Either you can keep the gasket inside the liner and put the cylinder head, or else you can fit the gasket inside the cylinder head and then you can put it directly over the liner. Both the way you can do. Next you fit the valve. Valve is in place, and after that you have to make sure the valve is properly seated. Just give a turn and see, so that you can check whether the valve is inside the groove or not. So once the valve is in place, next is you have to fix the ring and copper gasket. So this is the ring, and on top of it you will be having a copper gasket. So this ring should be inside the groove. Okay, you can see, yeah, fit the ring inside the groove. So make sure you are using the manual while boxing it up, so that you don't miss anything. So over it you will be having a copper gasket. Yeah, this is a copper gasket. So to ensure copper gasket should remain, just keep a little coat of moly coat, so that copper gasket will get fixed over it. It don't move here and there. That is the idea for putting this copper paste, anti-seizure paste. So it is in top of it, and okay, both are in place. Next thing what we need to do is we have to, one more gasket should come in place, and then put the cylinder head. Okay, this is another cylinder head gasket which we already installed, now installing in the cylinder head. You can see here, this is the gasket. So install the cylinder head on top of it. Just match the outlet hose. Okay, you have to pull the outlet pipe little bit towards outside, and then this will go inside. That's all. So once this is done, put the gasket on top of it and do the tightening of 6 nuts of cylinder head. So tighten it diagonally, use proper torque value. So after tightening this, then fix the unloader flange on top of it. Don't forget to check the piston inside, fix on top of it. Yeah, okay, then again it should be tightened with the help of 4 nuts. So once all 4 nuts are in place, then finally you fix the air filter in place, the same way you do for the other side also. So this is how you have to do major maintenance for reciprocating compressor SPERRE. So this video will give you some idea about how to do reciprocating compressor maintenance job, and every time whenever you do any maintenance, just follow the manual, read the manual properly, so that any new amendments given by the maker can be identified and it can be used. So just check for any notification published by the maker of any equipment, so that latest amendment you can follow. So all 4 nuts are tightened, and then we have to fix the filter assembly. This is the air suction filter. fit it. So okay, just clean it. It's a small clamp, it is just like a U clamp, jubilee clip you can call it, but it is little heavy duty. So use long spanners, means a long screwdriver, fix it properly and tighten it. I believe this video must have given you some information about how to do reciprocating compressor maintenance. Please follow all the parts so that you will get entire idea about what we have to do on this compressor. Thanks for watching. Thank you all. Keep supporting.